Horses are animals that have a very special relationship with humans. Since ancient times, they have been domesticated and have played essential roles in our history. Whether in agriculture, transportation, or even in wars, horses have always been by humanity's side. What makes them so fascinating is the combination of strength, intelligence, and, most importantly, their ability to form bonds with those who care for them. Let's begin by discussing the incredible diversity of horse breeds. Around the world, there are over 300 recognized breeds, each with unique characteristics suited for different purposes. The Arabian horse, for example, is famous for its endurance and speed, being one of the oldest breeds that influenced many others. With its wide nostrils and high tail, it's unmistakable. On the other hand, the Frisian horse, known for its black coat and majestic posture, is renowned for its elegance and was often used in parades and dressage competitions. These animals possess powerful muscles, making them extremely versatile. A draft horse, for instance, can pull up to 3 times its body weight. They are strong but also very fast. In races, some breeds can reach speeds of up to 70 kilometers per hour, 43 miles per hour. It's no wonder that for many centuries, horses were the primary means of transportation around the world. But it's not just their strength and speed that make horses stand out. They possess impressive intelligence. Horses can learn commands, recognize their caregivers, and even develop empathy. There are records of horses trained to assist people with disabilities, helping with physical and emotional rehabilitation therapies. Known as equine therapy, it has helped thousands of people worldwide. The social behavior of horses is also something that piques curiosity. In the wild, they live in herds and have a well-defined social structure. There is always a dominant horse, usually a mare, leading the group. Horses are herd animals and feel safer when in a group. A lone horse in the wild would be vulnerable to predators, so this hierarchy and group behavior are crucial for survival. Another striking feature of horses is their sensitivity. They have keen hearing and a strong sense of smell, and they can perceive human emotions. Many experts claim that horses can detect when a person is nervous, anxious, or even sad, and they respond to this subtly. This emotional connection with humans is one of the reasons many people fall in love with them. And who hasn't been impressed by the beauty of horses? Their manes flowing in the wind, the shine of their coats, their large, expressive eyes. Horses come in a variety of colors, like chestnut, bay, pinto, and the famous black horse. Their coat colors can vary, and they often indicate their breed. Some breeds are known for specific colorations, such as the Mustang, which tends to have more vibrant colors. Now, here's a curious fact that few people know: horses sleep standing up. That's right. They have a mechanism called a stay apparatus, which allows them to lock their joints so they can relax while standing. This is an evolutionary adaptation that allows them to quickly escape predators, even when resting. However, they also lie down to sleep, especially when they feel completely safe in their environment. Horses also have an incredible memory. They can remember paths, faces, and even scents for many years. There are stories of horses that remembered their owners after decades apart. This ability to recall past experiences makes them excellent training partners, as they can quickly learn and retain what is taught for long periods. Did you know that horses have nearly panoramic vision? Their eyes are positioned laterally on their heads, giving them a field of vision of almost 360 degrees. However, they do have two blind spots, one directly in front of their nose and the other directly behind them. This is why it's essential to approach a horse carefully and from a position where they can see you. Horses' hooves are another fascinating feature. They are made of keratin, the same substance that forms human nails. This is why horses need regular hoof care to prevent problems like cracks or infections. Horseshoes are used to protect these hooves and provide more stability on challenging terrains. However, not all horses need horseshoes. It largely depends on the activities they perform and the type of ground they walk on. Now, a bit of historical curiosity. Horses played a fundamental role in numerous civilizations. From the expansion of the Mongol Empire, led by Genghis Khan, which used horses to cover vast distances and attack swiftly, to European cavalry in the great medieval battles, horses were one of the most powerful weapons humans ever had. But it wasn't just in war, they were also essential to agriculture and the development of many societies. The famous Silk Road, which connected the East to the West, wouldn't have been possible without the strength and endurance of horses. Horses have a complex social life and fascinating ways of communication. They communicate with each other through vocalizations, facial expressions, and even body movements. A happy horse might lift its tail and swish it from side to side, while an irritated horse might pin its ears back against its head. Understanding these signals is crucial for anyone working with or living around horses. And, of course, we can't forget the role horses play in sports. They are the stars of disciplines such as equestrian events, polo, and horse racing. Events like the famous Kentucky Derby or the Grand National are examples of how horse racing is loved worldwide. In addition, dressage and show jumping are Olympic events that require a strong bond and training between horse and rider. Throughout history, horses have also been the subject of countless legends and stories. Who hasn't heard of the famous winged horse Pegasus or tales of horses that saved their owners in moments of danger? These animals, in addition to being great companions, have always been associated with symbols of freedom, strength, and loyalty. Finally, horses also have great importance for the economy in many countries. Whether in tourism, livestock, or competitions, they generate millions of dollars annually. In some places, horseback riding is a popular tourist attraction, while in others, breeding purebred horses is a prestigious industry. Horses are true partners to humanity and, to this day, continue to amaze us with their intelligence, loyalty, and strength. They are, without a doubt, one of the most incredible and fascinating animals on Earth.
Ponies are a true wonder of the animal kingdom, creatures that captivate us from childhood and hold a unique connection with humanity. Although small in stature, they are strong, resilient, and full of personality. Throughout history, ponies have been used in various ways, from heavy work to being loyal companions. But what do we really know about these charming animals? Today, we're diving into some curiosities you probably don't know about ponies. Starting with one of the most interesting aspects, their intelligence. Yes, ponies are incredibly smart, sometimes even more than we might expect. They're known for their problem-solving skills and, in some cases, can even open gates and escape fences, surprising those who think they're just small horses. This same intelligence makes them challenging and, at the same time, endearing. They can memorize paths, recognize people, and even understand basic commands. This quick learning ability is one reason why they are often chosen to work with children and serve as therapy animals. But don't be fooled by their smaller size. Ponies may be smaller, but they possess incredible strength. Historically, they were widely used for heavy labor, especially in mines and agricultural fields, where their endurance was tested daily. Imagine a small animal with the strength to carry heavy loads and still keep up with the pace of work. This impressive strength relates to their compact and muscular build, allowing them to carry weights proportional to, and sometimes even greater than, their size. So, if anyone says size matters, ponies are living proof that strength doesn't depend on height. Another fascinating aspect of ponies is their longevity. Compared to larger horses, ponies generally live longer. While the lifespan of many horses is around 25 to 30 years, ponies often exceed this, sometimes reaching 40 years or more in good conditions. This longevity is largely due to their natural resilience and robust genetics. Of course, this doesn't mean they live without care. Ponies still need special attention because, even though they are strong and resilient, they are susceptible to specific health issues, such as laminitis, a painful hoof condition. Now let's talk a bit about pony nutrition. These animals have an efficient metabolism, which means they don't need a large amount of food to stay healthy. In fact, compared to larger horses, they require less food proportionally, and one of the biggest things to watch out for is overfeeding. Ponies are prone to gaining weight easily and can develop health problems if not kept on a balanced diet. So, seeing them peacefully grazing in a field may be a beautiful sight, but it's essential to remember that, like us, they also need a balanced diet to stay healthy. An interesting curiosity is the temperament of ponies. Anyone who has lived with one knows that they have unique and often strong personalities. Ponies can be stubborn and sometimes even challenging, which means some trainers need extra patience. But this personality is also what makes them so special. They have a curious and adventurous spirit which, combined with their intelligence, can result in some funny situations. Imagine a pony trying to open a fence out of curiosity or hiding something it found in the field. This strong personality makes them incredible companions and often loyal, but it also requires owners to build a relationship based on respect and trust. Ponies also have a deep connection with human culture and history. Since ancient times, they have been used in rituals, mythology, and even in warfare. There are historical records of ponies being used by Celtic, Viking, and other ancient civilizations. Their image is tied to courage and strength, and in some cultures, they are symbols of bravery. Even in more recent times, ponies remain present in people's lives either as working animals or pets, showing just how deep and enduring this connection is. An interesting point about ponies is their adaptation to the environment. Over the centuries, they have developed remarkable resistance to cold and harsh climates. Some pony breeds, found in mountainous or colder regions, have thick coats that help them stay warm and protected from harsh weather conditions. This adaptability makes them incredibly versatile animals, ready to handle different environments. This is why they're found in such diverse areas worldwide, from remote islands to mountainous regions. Lastly, let's talk about the role of ponies as therapy animals. Thanks to their friendly nature and smaller size, they are ideal for interacting with children and people with special needs. These animals can calm, provide comfort, and offer a sense of security to those around them. Many therapeutic programs use ponies for precisely this welcoming and soothing characteristic. Unlike some larger horses, ponies offer a gentler and less intimidating approach, especially for people who have never been close to equines. Their presence in therapy sessions has proven highly beneficial, helping people overcome fears, build self-esteem, and even improve communication. With all this, ponies show us that we don't need size to have strength, that intelligence can come in all forms, and that sometimes a stubborn spirit can teach us about resilience. They're small creatures with enormous hearts, full of valuable lessons to offer us. They also play an essential role in teaching responsibility and respect for animals, especially for children. Caring for a pony, feeding it, and ensuring its well-being can be a valuable experience for young ones, teaching lessons in empathy and commitment. With their friendly presence and curious behavior, ponies are often children's first introduction to the animal world, sparking a love for animals and caring for the environment. Another amazing characteristic of ponies is their ability to communicate. They have rich facial expressions and can convey emotions like joy, curiosity, and even frustration. By observing them closely, we can notice subtle signs like forward-facing ears to show interest or a relaxed posture when at ease. This communicative behavior brings them closer to their caregivers, creating unique bonds and allowing them to be understood more intuitively. For those seeking a companion animal that is both robust, intelligent, and affectionate, ponies are an ideal choice. They represent the best of both worlds, the strength and endurance of equines, with the accessibility of a smaller animal. For all these reasons, ponies continue to win hearts worldwide, leaving their unique and unforgettable mark.
Did you know that the ox is much more than just a farm animal? Today, we will dive into the life and significance of this fascinating creature, which is present in various cultures and stories worldwide. The ox, or cattle, is one of the oldest animals domesticated by humans, and its relationship with humanity is filled with curiosities you might never have heard of. Stay with me until the end of this video to uncover the most incredible details about this animal. Starting with its origins, the cattle we know today descend from the aurochs, a large herbivore that roamed Europe, Asia, and North Africa thousands of years ago. These animals were domesticated about 10,000 years ago in the Middle East and, over time, underwent numerous adaptations and crossbreeding that resulted in the various breeds we know today. But have you ever wondered why the ox is so essential to both ancient and modern societies? From the beginning, oxen were used as a food source, providing meat and milk. However, their utility goes far beyond that. In many ancient cultures, they were considered sacred animals. In ancient Egypt, for instance, oxen were associated with the god Apis, symbolizing strength and fertility. Meanwhile, in India, cattle are still revered as a religious symbol, protected and respected by a large portion of the population. And it's not just in the spiritual realm that oxen hold importance. For centuries, these animals were the true engines of farms, plowing fields, pulling carts, and helping farmers expand their plantations. Before the invention of agricultural machinery, heavy labor was done by them. Did you know that an ox's strength can surpass that of several horses combined? That's right. Thanks to their robust musculature, they can haul incredibly heavy loads, remaining crucial to agriculture in many parts of the world even today. Now let's talk about breeds. There are hundreds of cattle breeds, each with unique characteristics. Some are raised specifically for meat production, like Angus and Nelore, while others are more valued for milk production, such as Jersey and Holstein. There are even dual-purpose breeds, efficient in both milk and meat production. This careful selection of breeds demonstrates how oxen are a strategic resource for humanity, adapted to meet various needs. What about their diet? Did you know that oxen have a very peculiar digestive system? Cattle are ruminants, meaning they have 4 stomach compartments. This allows them to digest fibers extremely efficiently. First, they ingest food, which goes to the rumen, where it is fermented by microorganisms. Then, the food bolus returns to the mouth to be chewed again. This process, called rumination, is essential for extracting the maximum nutrients from plants like grass, hay, and silage. Another fascinating fact is the impact of cattle on the global economy. Livestock farming is one of the most important industries worldwide, generating billions of dollars annually. Brazil, for example, is one of the largest exporters of beef, supplying markets such as China, the United States, and Europe. And it's not just the meat that's valuable. The leather, bones, and even manure from oxen have significant applications in various industries, from fashion to agriculture. But we cannot overlook the environmental aspect of oxen. Livestock farming is often cited as a major contributor to deforestation and greenhouse gas emissions, particularly methane produced during digestion. However, researchers are working to make cattle farming more sustainable. Some techniques include pasture rotation, the use of more efficient feeds, and even the development of dietary additives that reduce methane emissions. Speaking of impact, did you know that ox behavior is a fascinating field of study? Although many think of them as slow and uninteresting, oxen are much more intelligent than they appear. Studies show that they can form social bonds within a herd, recognizing specific companions, and even forming friendships. They are also capable of solving simple problems, such as opening gates and finding hidden food. Another intriguing point is the communication among oxen. They use sounds, postures, and even facial expressions to convey information. The famous mooing, for example, can have different meanings depending on the situation, such as calling a companion or alerting about a potential danger. It's amazing to think how these animals have such a complex interaction system, isn't it? Now, let's talk about ox health. Like any other animal, they require specific care to prevent diseases. Vaccination, a balanced diet, and proper management are essential for maintaining the herd's well-being. Here's a fun fact. Stress can directly affect the quality of the meat and milk produced by oxen. For this reason, farmers are increasingly adopting practices that promote animal welfare, such as providing ample grazing space and using handling techniques that minimize suffering. Finally, we can't forget the cultural role of oxen in various parts of the world. From traditional festivals, such as bullfighting in Spain, to the famous rodeos in Brazil, oxen are central figures in many celebrations. These events show how the ox is an integral part of the history and identity of many societies. So tell me, which of these curiosities about oxen did you find most interesting? Leave your comment below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and share. See you in the next video with more fascinating stories from the animal kingdom. But with all this significance comes a question: what does the future hold for oxen on the planet? As the global population grows and the demand for food increases, livestock farming faces the challenge of producing more sustainably. Innovative technologies, such as lab-grown meat, are emerging as alternatives, but can they truly replace the role of oxen in society? Moreover, with the advancement of environmental discussions, the debate over forest preservation and the impact of livestock farming on areas like the Amazon is intensifying. It is essential to find a balance between meeting human needs and protecting natural resources for future generations. In this scenario, the role of oxen and livestock farming becomes even more strategic. Did you know that oxen even play a role in environmental regeneration? In agroforestry systems, they help naturally fertilize the soil, promoting the growth of trees and plants. This type of integrated management proves that it's possible to work in harmony with nature, leveraging the benefits that oxen can bring to the ecosystem. In conclusion, it's worth reflecting on how these animals, so common in our daily lives, are actually key pieces of a global system that connects agriculture, the economy, the environment, and even culture. For this reason, The ox is much more than just a farm animal. It is a true symbol of the relationship between humans and nature. So, how about continuing to explore the significance of other animals? Watch our upcoming videos and share them with your farmer friends.
Horses are one of the most majestic and fascinating creatures in the animal kingdom. Since ancient times, they have been inseparable companions of humans, playing fundamental roles in our lives, from transportation to work in the fields, and, of course, as icons of beauty and freedom. Have you ever stopped to think about how connected we are to these animals? Let's explore the world of horses together and discover curiosities that you may not know. To begin with, horses are known for their intelligence and sensitivity. These animals have a great power of communication and can understand human emotions, responding to gestures and facial expressions. This makes the bond between a horse and its rider truly special. A study showed that horses can identify a person's facial expression, demonstrating whether they are comfortable or uncomfortable. Did you know they can even distinguish between friendly and hostile faces? Moreover, horses possess an impressive field of vision. Their eyes are positioned in such a way that they can see almost 360 degrees around them, allowing them to easily detect predators. However, they have a blind spot directly in front of their face and behind their head, which means it's important to always approach them from the side. This peculiarity is an incredible adaptation that helps them survive in the wild. Speaking of survival, horses are herd animals by nature. They feel safer in groups, as this offers protection from predators. In a natural environment, you will find family groups, with very strong bonds among members. These bonds are so deep that horses that grow up together often form lasting friendships throughout their lives. This leads us to think about the importance of socialization for them, just as it is for us humans. But how do horses communicate with each other? Body language is the primary means of communication among horses. They use their ears, tails, and even the movement of their hooves to express emotions. For example, if a horse is swishing its tail, it may be irritated or bothered. On the other hand, when their ears are relaxed and pointed forward, it means they are calm and attentive to their surroundings. Paying attention to these signs can greatly aid in handling and interacting with these animals. Now, let's talk about the incredible endurance of horses. Did you know they can run at speeds of up to 70 kilometers per hour? This ability makes them agile and quick, allowing them to escape potential predators. Additionally, horses can maintain a running speed over long distances, which is an advantage in their natural habitat. This endurance is admirable and is one of the reasons humans use them in racing competitions, which are exciting, adrenaline-filled events. We cannot forget the importance of the horse in culture and history. Since ancient civilizations, horses have been symbols of status and power. They are often depicted in works of art and literature, representing courage and freedom. In ancient Greece, for example, there were chariot racing competitions that were grand events, attracting crowds. These moments not only highlighted the skills of the riders but also celebrated the beauty of the horses, which were treated with respect and admiration. Horses also have a significant presence in various cultures around the world. In Mongolia, for example, horses are considered essential for daily life, and equestrian competitions are part of the tradition. In other cultures, such as the Spanish, dance and music are often inspired by the movement of horses, reflecting the harmony between man and animal. This connection transcends borders and speaks to a universal language of respect and love for nature. Now, you may be wondering, how do you care for a horse? The responsibility of owning a horse goes far beyond what many imagine. These animals require special attention, daily care, and a suitable environment. A balanced diet, regular exercise, and veterinary care are essential to ensure they live a long and healthy life. It's a commitment that requires dedication, but the reward is a deep and gratifying bond. Speaking of care, horses also need constant interaction. They are social animals and love the company of other horses or even humans. Spending time with a horse can be a wonderful experience. Many people report that being around these animals brings peace and joy. The mere presence of a horse can calm the mind and bring a sense of happiness. Moreover, horseback riding is not just a recreational activity, it also brings mental and physical health benefits. The bond that forms between rider and horse is invaluable. Many therapies utilize horses to help people overcome emotional challenges due to the sensitivity and empathy of these animals. Did you know that equine therapy has shown positive results in treating various conditions, such as anxiety and depression? And how can we not talk about the beauty of horses? Each one of them is a masterpiece of nature, with its own set of characteristics and personality. Their coat, well-defined muscles, and grace in movement are impressive. When watching a horse galloping freely, it's hard not to feel inspired. They represent freedom and strength, symbolizing an indomitable spirit. Horses also play a crucial role in agriculture. They were among the first work machines that humans domesticated, helping to plow fields and transport heavy loads. This working relationship is as old as civilization itself, and many traditional agricultural methods still rely on the strength of horses. It's interesting to note how this partnership has shaped the development of societies throughout history. Additionally, the world of equestrian sports is filled with excitement and competitiveness. Disciplines like jumping, dressage, and racing not only showcase the horse's abilities but also the connection between rider and animal. These sports promote not only physical development but also skills such as discipline, patience, and teamwork. And who doesn't love a movie that showcases the beauty and grace of horses? Cinema often uses these majestic animals as protagonists, conveying stories of overcoming challenges and friendship. Films like War Horse and Seabiscuit capture the essence of this special relationship, touching our hearts and reminding us of the impact that horses have on our lives. So, the next time you spot a horse, take a moment to appreciate the magnificence of these beings. They are not just animals, they are companions and loyal friends. Horses are fascinating creatures that hold a special place in our hearts and in our history. Their intelligence, sensitivity, and beauty captivate us and remind us of the importance of connection with nature. Throughout the ages, they have been our partners, helping us build civilizations and explore the world. By caring for and respecting these incredible animals, we also learn about ourselves and the beauty that life has to offer. I hope you enjoyed this journey into the world of horses and that you feel inspired to learn more about them. Remember that each encounter with a horse is a unique opportunity for connection and learning. Until next time.